How can he put such an allegation? Is he having any proof? On your channel, Manish is putting an allegation against the innocent complainant. Accused and his son, one can understand how a leader of BJP youth wing can put this type of.
सरकार है, राजस्थान में आपकी सरकार है, दिल्ली में आपकी सरकार है, क्या वो एलिगेशन, क्या आप अभी फर्स्ट इनिशियल स्टेज में वो एलिगेशन गलत साबित हुआ है पुलिस के द्वारा? ब्लॉट, दिस इज सच अ बिग।
अरे क्या गलत साबित हुआ? पता है आपको बलात्कार किसे कहते हैं? अर्नब, ask him what is the definition of rape. What he knows about the rape? What is he talking about? Does he know the law? What is the definition of rape? मनीष की कुछ डेफिनेशन अलग लगती है अर्नब, and this is ridiculous that a youth leader is against the complainant. A 15-year-old girl against a 15-year-old girl on a national channel. This type of words, how we can accept this?
मनीष, क्या नाम है? मनीष मिश्रा। मनीष,
अरे हमने तो कंप्लेंट भी फाइल हुई है, जांच भी हो रही है, and we'll do it. Your Madhya Pradesh government constables were with the Rajasthan police. It was your duty, Madhya Pradesh government's duty, to go and serve the summons. But you people waited, your MLA started shouting against the police.
China, 1 minute.
What is this?
You see what you have all done, what all the political parties have done. Manish, 1 minute please. Manish, 1 minute. पहले तो मैं आपको बात सीधी तरह से कहना चाहता हूँ मनीष, ये प्रोग्राम जो है, ये न्यूज़ार है, इसमें आप एक और शब्द ऐसा नहीं कहेंगे, मैं आपको वार्न कर रहा हूँ, एक और शब्द नहीं कहेंगे आप जिससे इस गर्ल के कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन करेंगे। आपके पास कोई प्रूफ नहीं है। आई एम वार्निंग यू ऑन लाइव टेलीविजन, आपको मैं वार्न कर रहा हूं, आप एक शब्द नहीं कहेंगे जिससे कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन करे। आपको जो भी आपको पॉलिटिकल इंटरेस्ट बने, आप एक शब्द नहीं कहेंगे इस तरीके के। मैं अलाउ नहीं करूंगा इस प्रोग्राम पर।
महिलाओं का आदर
मैं अलाउ नहीं करूंगा। आप माफी मांगिए तो मांगिए, महिलाओं के आदर की बात नहीं है। महिलाओं नहीं प्रॉब्लम। एक मिनट आपको कहना चाहता हूं, आप समझ लीजिए, ये आदर नहीं है, ये बेइज्जती है। आपने आज न्यूज़ार के प्रोग्राम पर सारे देश के महिलाओं को बेइज्जत किया है। आपने बिल्कुल किया है। और आप मत सोचिए मनीष, आप मत सोचिए कि वो ये कोई ऐसा टीवी प्रोग्राम है जैसे आपके जैसे कल जो नेता बनना चाहते हैं इस तरह की भाषा यूज करें और मैं छोड़ दूं। मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा। मैं तो कहूंगा आप इस वक्त माफी मांगिए। ये जनरलाइजेशंस नहीं चलेंगी, ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स, ये हिपोक्रेसी, ये सब चेंज कीजिए अपनी आदतों को। आप नेता बनना चाहते हो, उसके पहले अपने एथिक्स को ठीक कीजिए, दूसरे को लेक्चर्स देने के पहले। एक मिनट आप सोच लीजिए आपने जो बोला है। अब आपका माइक मैं बंद कर दूंगा अगर आप ऐसे ही बोलते रहेंगे तो। मुझे तो पता नहीं आपने कहां से आपने पॉलिटिक्स सीखी है। ये क्या पॉलिटिक्स है? ये किस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स है? ये किस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स है? किस आपके खुद की पार्टी की महिला नेता हमारे स्टूडियो में बैठी है। आप किस तरह की बात करें? आपको शर्म नहीं आती ऐसे बात करने में? आपको लगता है आप लोग नेता बन गए, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, किसी के बारे में भी कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, आपको लाइसेंस मिल जाता है। आप जब से नेता बन जाते हैं आप कुछ भी कह सकते हैं और आप किसी चीज को यूज करेंगे। आप बदल दीजिए अपने पॉलिटिक्स। You are out of sync with the reality of this country. And you ask any young woman in this country what they think of you. You say you are a youth leader. You come on television and you besmirch the reputation of a small girl who is being called mentally unstable by the rape accused son. You think this is the politics, which is why you become a politician? An accusation of sexual assault by a minor, Mr. Manish, is a very serious charge. It deserves to be investigated. I am not passing judgment on this case, but I will not allow people like you to misuse my program to do so. Let me make it very clear. And if you think you are speaking for the youth of the country, you get a reality check.
में चल रहे हैं और आप फेसबुक पे देखिए।
आप छोड़िए आपके घमंड को आप ठीक लेवल पे लाइए पहले।
You know, Arnab, it's so sad.
It is absolutely shocking that we have so-called youth leaders like this in our country today. I now want to no one second.
Shameful.
It is absolutely shameful. It is so completely shameful. I'm horrified. And I wonder what is the compulsion why these leaders, despite.
That's why it's happening.
No, but it's happening all over. But I'm asking Mr. Naganand.
Arnab, I agree.
No, I'm asking Mr. Naganand. He hasn't spoken yet.
Arnab,
he hasn't spoken yet. I just want to get him into the debate. I want to get him into the debate, and then I'll reopen the debate. Mr. Naganand, what are your views on this? I'm told that you're upset about the coverage. What are your views on this?
I just want to make a first remark that in any such allegations that are made, generally there are public perceptions which can be aired as a matter of information. But going into it in such depth and talking about such detail is really like a media trial. But that is just a beside the point comment that I'm making. But I think to some extent this is also justified in certain cases. I'll give you an example. You see, all criminal investigation is supposed to be under the direct control of the police. Unfortunately, we don't have an independent criminal investigation department in this country like what is there in the United States. So the police are always under the control of the political masters. Invariably, they do that which the political masters ask them to do. So there are compulsions of the police. So therefore, it is unfortunate that no political party today has the gumption to say that we will give complete freedom to the professional police.
No, you're broad-basing the issue. No, one sec. Mr. Naganand, you see, one sec. First of all, you know, I like the Newshour debates to be very specific, right? I and you, we can sit down and have a long discussion on police reforms, etc. I don't think this debate is about police reforms, okay? So let's not generalize. On your first point of a media trial, I say to you, Mr. Naganand, I think this is absolutely the right case in which the truth must come out. Because my worry is, Pooja, I want you to, is media trial, the father of the victim is saying I'm being threatened. This is a very powerful person who can influence the system, who has political patronage. I mean, how is this a media trial? I think it's a job of the media to speak for the underdog and not to speak for the connected people who want to misuse the system. If this is a media trial, so be it. But it's not a media trial because our job is to put the facts out in the public domain. And I think that family is in a position where it can be threatened, and the law allows people who can influence the system to be arrested so that they don't influence the course of the prosecution. Pooja Marwa, on this being a media trial.
I think the role here very clearly that the media needs to play is to ensure that the course of justice is followed, that the man is arrested. If there's an accusation, it is not our role clearly, or it cannot be the media's role or any of us to sit and comment on whether it was like the young gentleman gave himself the freedom to do, is to comment on whether it was this or that, or or the person is mentally unstable and the most crazy and heinous things. I think that is not our role, but the role is to ensure that the powerless get justice.
Absolutely.
Because that is the issue.
Add to that.
Yes. Okay, Shaina.
Now, if I can finally have a comment, which is...
No, I agree with that. You see, I have...
Yes,
May I please... okay.
Mr. Naganand.
I have no problem with the point that is just now made, that the media must expose such things. In fact, what I meant is that we can't comment on the legality or the correctness of the allegation. You see, whether the allegation is true or not is something which we can't hazard a guess on.
Mr. Naganand,
but the investigative process...
Mr. Naganand, you know what happens is, Asaram is in Jodhpur, then from there he goes to Delhi, then from there he goes to Indore, then from there he goes to Surat, and I'm simply asking, what a total mockery of our system. This man is hopping from one place to the other with such impunity when he faces charges of rape. So what's so special about him? And as far as your argument is that his believers will be hurt, I'm very sorry if his believers are hurt.
I didn't say that.
I told you had this view. You had this view that his believers' sentiments have been hurt because of the media's coverage.
That's not correct. That's not correct. That's not correct. I never said that, and I don't have that at all in my back of my mind. What believers think about their guru is something which is personal. It has nothing to do with this.
Absolutely.
But if there is an allegation of this kind that is made, it is absolutely imperative that the investigation is done. It is done quickly, it is done expeditiously and perfectly.
Well, it's not being done. It's not being done. You know what? Besides despite us all saying so, it's not being done. And it's certainly not being done by Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Yes, Shaina.
Okay, the fact that this certain 16-year-old girl has come out itself requires a lot of guts. We deal with rape victims, with girls who face all kinds of sexual assault. To get her to come out and even say whether she's been assaulted or raped is secondary. The fact that she has registered this FIR on August 17th and the police in all 3 states are dodging, that is the real question.
It to the police.
No,
the police
no, it's not. It's not just about
I'll
police.
show you.
Listen,
No, no,
Arnab,
one second. A month and a half back, what if I were to tell you that a month and a half back, it is not just coincidence. A month and a half back, your chief minister was at an event, by the way, with this man. What's his name? Asaram. Okay, and he was praising him. You know, it's so obvious, and I can show you 1,000 other instances.
That still doesn't do away from the fact that if he's guilty, he's guilty.
1 second, he can be a follower for all I care. But I am telling you, your individual like or dislike for an individual as a chief minister cannot let you tell the police to go on a go slow. Your police is going on a go slow. So
Which police? The Madhya Pradesh police. The incident happens in Rajasthan. Really? The FIR is registered in Delhi.
So then tell me. No, so then tell me.
You are just trying to trivialize this debate.
Oh, really? I'll tell you what's trivializing. Your party is trivializing the whole thing. Your party is trivializing it. You know who's trivializing it? Your party is trivializing it. Please understand why. Because your party MLA walked in and met Asaram yesterday while your police, who you are saying should be doing their job, was standing outside twiddling their thumbs. So you know what? Who's protecting Asaram? It's your party MLA. Did you sack the party MLA after you did so? Did your party? Did you sack the party MLA for violating the law?
See, now I am coming to the larger point, which is that if this girl
no larger point, specific point. How did the BJP MLA
and has talked about sexual assault or rape in itself? It is a.
Then how did your BJP MLA go in and meet him while the police was sitting outside? Is that not a relevant question?
Well, you should probably ask the BJP MLA in question. I am making a larger point, which is to do with women's safety, security, and in this case, in a case of this is a juvenile. She is a 16-year-old girl who has come out and spoken. So I think we need to understand that we cannot be, yes, absolutely. We cannot just character assassinate. We need to get to the bottom of it.
Who's character assassinating?
Whoever chooses to use different kind of language, I think that is highly condemnable. What needs to happen is
Shaina, I'll tell you just one thing. I'll just tell you one thing. You see, there is a huge difference between saying politically correct things in TV studios and
we do.
1 minute, Shaina, let me please. I have dealt with politicians, I know. You know, politicians say politically correct things on a broad level. They like to broad base the debate. When you ask a specific question, how did your MLA go in and meet Asaram while the police were twiddling their thumbs outside? Why was your MLA not held and said you will not be allowed to do that? Why are you misusing your political influence over the Madhya Pradesh police and not letting the Madhya Pradesh police do its job? Then you have no answer. So I'm saying, while I take all your politically correct comments in the right perspective, Miss Shaina NC, please understand the people of this country are not going to get taken with that. They're going to ask you what action you took, not the nice things that you said. So that's the point tonight. And my last question here on the news is to Rachna Dhingra. No, okay, you want to add to that? Go ahead, briefly, 2 minutes on the debate. Quickly, don't make it political. Don't just make it political, that's all. Mr. Shakti Singh Goel.
Arnab, this is a very serious issue and we all politicians should rise. This is the occasion. Putting politics aside, I think we should concentrate to deliver the justice and we should help the system to deliver the justice rather than making political statement. And I can give you ample examples how the BJP is behaving.
Rachna Dhingra says walk the talk. Go ahead. Rachna Dhingra. Yes, Rachna. Why do you think both Shaina NC and Shakti Singh Goel are not walking the talk?
They're not, because for last 10 days or so, we are watching this man go from one BJP-ruled state to another Congress-ruled state to another BJP state. And when he comes to this place, the chief minister who only talks about women's empowerment and girls' empowerment and how Lakshmi Ladli Yojana, he couldn't find time to arrest this man.
Well said.
The police had to wait for 7 hours before they could serve him the summons, and now it becomes the prerogative of the accused when he will show up. So walk your talk, both BJP and Congress. Arrest this man if you mean business.
I think that's well said. And I'm told by some politicians what they said. They said we are waiting for this whole thing to go off the media attention. And when it goes off the media attention, we'll deal with it. And the moment it goes off the media attention, I can assure you all these political parties will come together to make it look like there was some investigation, they couldn't find anything, and try and hopefully, sort out the issue and move on like nothing happened. I sincerely hope that doesn't happen. And if there's somebody out there who's trying to make it happen, trust me, we will follow the story to ensure that you will not wreak injustice in this case of Asaram. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.